Hey everybody out there, it's me. I know it's been so long since you've seen my face. I'm doing another movie review. It's been a while since, what was it, Smallfoot, the last time we saw each other. First thing I guess I should say in response to, I know I had a couple people ask me if I would do Goosebumps. I didn't, because I was busy with a couple of personal things, so I wasn't really readily available to do it. Besides, I never grew up with Goosebumps, and I normally say I would do family films, but business got in the way, and well, couldn't do it. I also couldn't even do this thing last week for two reasons. One, it was a Philly film review up last week, so I'm not gonna worry about that because I'd rather have the review up rather than this. This movie like this is gonna be here for a while, and thankfully there were only about 8 people at this screening, so it wasn't too bad, although they did laugh at the jokes, because this, I had a feeling, this is just me, I know when Illumination gets their hands on anything, it's gonna be safe, cookie cutter, no real imagination to it at all. And I know that going in, so my bar for this film is pretty low to begin with. I mean, okay, I'll pick on the good stuff first. The animation does look good. Illumination doesn't cheap out on that. I don't know, for whatever reason, I was fixated on Cindy Lou Who's hair, and I have no idea. I mean, it stuck out, and it literally sticks out in the movie. I guess the Grinch looked alright, but I mean, the character modeling looks good. The animation is fluid. There's nothing, cheap about it, but I don't know. There's not. That's really all the good I can see in this film. On the other hand, the rest of the movie. Okay, it has been a long time since I watched the Jim Carrey version of The Grinch. I was never a fan of it. I get it, Ron Howard likes to throw in his adult jokes and whatnot, but this, that whole thing was just weird, and I have no idea why you still want to make a guy kiss a dog's ass, but whatever. This movie takes no risks. Everything is so predictable. Familiar beats hit constantly, which is kind of sad because you've got a great, I apologize, I'm a little out of it today. You've got this great intellectual property, The Grinch. Then you couple that with Benedict Cumberbatch, who British and has a dry delivery. You have potential. And I'm not a fan of celebrity voices, but you fucked up. This is very much how I can spell this out. You fucked up. My main beef with The Grinch of 2018, he is not Grinchy enough. He's hardly an asshole. He's not even an asshole. He's just a curmudgeon. Even the Jim Carrey, Ron Howard film, he was a douche. The original cartoon in the book is a flat-out asshole. This? I'm sad. I don't want to be around anybody. There was so much potential for this shit. You finally got animation, CG animation, if you really care for that shit, on a level that you can do amazing things with. And you don't do anything with it. Fuck. It boggles my mind. Okay, so fine. I'm gonna get into it. Not as if you don't know what the fuck, how The Grinch Stole Christmas goes. So the way this one unfolds is, well, it's Christmas as usual. It's Christmas time, and the Grinch just doesn't like shit. In its typical fashion. It's not nearly as annoying as Carrie's Grinch, but it's got its moments. It has some added things to it which don't really, I don't know, I felt sort of just pat out the film or just gave it a reason to change up some things. Not that change is bad, but like the inclusion of this fat ass reindeer named Fred, that was like, alright, this is cute, and then in the middle they get rid of him, or he leaves, which right there, that would have been a part where I think you could have done something better with. So, as I said before, this Grinch isn't really all that mean or an asshole. I mean, yeah, he does some asshole things in the beginning, when he's interacting with some people, like putting a pickle in his mouth and not liking it and putting his shit back in the jar, and because he stole it from someone's basket, or, you know, kept something out of the reach of some lady and then knocked the damn jar over and it breaks because it's the last one left in stock. Okay, that's not really, yeah, it's being a jerk, but it's not being like a tyrannical asshole. Like, at least fucking the original Grinch, he treats his dog like shit. He doesn't even treat Max bad in this. And this is like my big issue. Like the moment that he had this big reindeer, he could have, you know, at the moment where he's got this reindeer doing his bidding and it meets up with his family, he denies them. You know, denies him access to his family, but instead he lets him go. And I'm like, dude, you could have taken this a whole lot darker, and you could have done something with that arc that I really wish you would have. Take a fucking chance, and you didn't. God damn, you didn't. That would fucking, I mean, it might have been hard for some children, but fuck it, it's something you need to know. Some people are fucking evil. And if someone wants to fucking rob your Christmas, then goddamn, he might be fucking evil enough to deny you access to your own child. No, we don't fucking bother with that. Not at all. It just, the twists in this film, I mean, from the original, from the bloody source material, I don't know, it falls under the typical Illumination thing where they take and make shit up to date, modernize it, and then in its own cynical way does shit that really doesn't do the movie any service. Like, if they released a soundtrack for this fucking movie, it would be like a triple CD. I mean, if you can think of a fucking song for Christmas, it's probably, they even had fucking Run DMC. I knew that shit was gonna be in here, but I didn't think it would be where it was. Oh my god. I mean, if you can think of a fucking Christmas song, or one that maybe popped up on the charts, it was probably in here, except a good one like So This Is Christmas by John Lennon. No, why would we actually have a serious fuck song? Nah. Although that was the other thing. There are musical bits in this, and I hate musical bits for the most part because they're just fluff to this shit. And it had one in particular that kind of threw me off for a loop. There was a chase scene with the Grinch and some carolers, and the carolers, while they're chasing him, sing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Like, I didn't know the Who's believed in Jesus. I thought they did their own thing, but apparently they do. Who knew? Oh, God. And I understand, like, so the only real thing that you go back into this movie to figure out why the Grinch is the way that he is like a quick little flashback. He was in an orphanage this time, and so nobody came to see him one Christmas, and then he's like, fuck it, I'm out. And that's what got him into exile. It's not the torture and the torment that happens in the Ron Howard film, but it's like, okay, so he's this way. And the thing that really gets me about the whole arc is it doesn't take a lot for him to convert. Because again, this Grinch is safe. He's not an asshole. He just complains. He's like me. That ain't a Grinch. That's just a punk. That's what he is, a punk. All because he met Cindy Lou Who for a grand total of 45 seconds. Now, okay, I lied about there only being one good point. Two good points. I like Cindy Lou Who. Cindy Lou is at least developed. She's not a passive character. She's trying to get shit done. I admire her character motivation. It's a little too wholesome if you ask me, but I admire it. She's got some admirable qualities about her. But I don't know, the whole thing at the end with when that scene, which plays out in every Grinch movie or Grinch special, where Cindy Lou meets the Grinch, it just, I mean, it had a different impact this time, and it was different. But I just don't see that actually. If this was reality, meeting one kid who's like, I want you to help my mother. Okay. Fine. But, like, the fact that it hit him that hard. Because, like, at least they kind of address his beef, which is he can't stand the commercialization of Christmas. He's like, why in the fuck? And so I'm just going to, they go through the whole thing with him. I'm going to take shit, and that's going to be it. And, like, he goes through a whole strategy for that. But it just does not, I don't know, it just doesn't work the way, like, the original did. It's definitely more classy than Ron Howard's film. And I know I'm constantly making these comparisons, but I gotta work with something here. And it does the trick in those aspects. Like, it's better than Ron Howard's film. I mean, at least there was a little bit of imagination when it came to the ways that he was stealing the Christmas shit. But, there wasn't a whole lot to this, and it just sort of bums me out. Like, there's no animosity towards him. They don't even feel sorry. They're just like, oh, it's him, and okay. Like, they don't really interact with him. The only person who interacts with him before Cindy Lou Who gets a hold of him is this guy who's like the biggest Christmas fanatic out there. And that's it. That's it. Like, this guy does not, he's so friendly and so dense that he doesn't realize that the Grinch is shitting on him when he really isn't shitting on him, but I don't know, this movie just didn't have any teeth. That's what gets me. You had a decent intellectual property. You could have done something with it. You could have made it a little bit, given it some, real conflict, and you didn't. You didn't. Like, the whole ending with him getting invited to dinner after he comes back with, his heart grocery sizes and he returns everything. Like, nobody even gets pissed. They're just, and everything's back up, and it's like, and then Cindy Lou shows up at his place later, like, you want to eat Christmas dinner with us? It's like 6. That'd be cool. Okay. And he just does nice shit. He doesn't even get tempted to do horrible things. I don't know, the movie's a fucking letdown. That's what it is. It's a fucking letdown. And I knew that going in. I'm always skeptical about Illumination getting their hands on intellectual property. I know they're not going to do anything with it. And it just, oh, God, it just irks me. Shit. I don't know. I mean, it's not Snow Dog's bad, but I mean, this, so fucking milquetoast. If I had to rate this movie, C-, because it's just there. Fuck, I hate that. That's the worst kind of movie you can be. It's just there. And it does no favors for anybody. I gave my movie theater $10. Boo! And I bought a box of Milk Duds for $4 fucking dollars. God damn, what a markup. I never buy fucking concession stands things, but I figured I'd try it once. $4 fucking dollars for a box. Shit, man. I bet that's probably cheap. That's the scary part. All right, let's talk about a couple things. Wrap this thing up because I've already been going for nearly 18 minutes and I don't really give a rat's ass. So there were 3 trailers before this. Number 1 was How to Train Your Dragon. I didn't know that was still a thing. I like the first one of those. I didn't watch anything after that. I don't know. Something tells me this is going to be weak. I could be wrong. I could be delightfully surprised, but I'm not really holding out any faith on this one. I don't know. I used to like Toothless. Like I said, I like the first one, but I haven't seen any of the other ones, and I'm not really holding my breath on this. I don't know. I just don't get a good vibe on it. There was a movie trailer that I don't know why in the fuck they whoever edited this trailer should have been drug out to the street and shot. It's for a movie called Dog's Way Home, and it's a lost dog movie. It's almost like I don't know who the fuck directed this movie, but it's directed like a fucking romantic comedy. And you don't even, like, I was thinking, oh, maybe I should, it looks, like a family film. Maybe I'll sit and watch it in the theater, because it'll probably come out in February and I'll be miserable. So I can fucking do that. But, no. I don't have to. Because the movie trailer gave me the entire movie. Soup to nuts. Like, I don't have to watch it because I got the whole movie in less than 3 minutes. And it was like, well, that's done. Don't have to worry about that one. I mean, will the dog make it home? Guess what? The dog does. Whee! Fuck, you don't even get any suspense on it. So I was like, well, that one's shot. Don't have to worry about that. And truth be told, maybe it should have been on Hallmark or fucking Lifetime. Not a movie screen in a theater somewhere. At all. At all. Third one, and it's no surprise that this shit's gonna happen, but The Secret Life of Pets 2, aka Toy Story with Dogs and Cats, Part 2. I don't know what in God's name anyone thinks. Fuck Illumination. I don't know. I don't get it. I didn't think the first one was funny, and I know this one's gonna be just as fucking bad. And I think they blew their comedy wad on the fucking trailer. Because the trailer, if none of you have seen it, it's the main character dog in the vet, and the other pets act out and some shit. And it's not funny, although the people behind me thought it was funny. But then again, they laughed at this movie, so I know they have terrible taste. Fucking morons. Yeah, that's what's going down. But so I guess the next movie I need to be watching will be Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph Wrecks the Internet or whatever. I'm not gonna be able to see that the weekend it comes out. I gotta wait a week. I'll be in North Carolina visiting my family, my father's side of the family, and that's gonna be a weird Thanksgiving. In case you haven't been following, my father died back in early October, and that's why a lot of shit was weird. And this will be the first Thanksgiving without him, so it's gonna be a little weird. But we've made a deal where we go to North Carolina and have Thanksgiving. It's like the one time of the year where I get to see that side of the family, because they live in this like weird part of North Carolina that like nobody should live, but that's where they live. And so I'm gonna go see them for a couple days, and that'll be during the premiere of that movie, and I won't be here for it, so whatevs. So I'll have to wait until the weekend before December hits to see that. So sorry you gotta wait an extra week to hear me rant about Wreck-It Ralph's trip to the Emoji Movie. I'm not feeling too good about that film either. But you never know. Weirder shit has happened. So, yeah, The Grinch, not a fan. Stick to the original. With Boris Karloff and the guy who voiced Tony the Tiger. Better off for it. Although in the hierarchy of things, I think I would make this number 2. And then the Ron Howard film number 3, because the Ron Howard film is just fucking sadistic. I mean, it has a better backstory on why he's an asshole, but I don't think, why can't just people be assholes? That's just my thing. Just some people can just be dicks. Can we make that agreement? Like, just some people can be dicks. I don't think there's any shame in that someone's a dick. I know my students think I'm a dick, but that's because I care. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I wouldn't see this in a theater, period. I mean, if you can get a free ticket, sure. Don't fucking bother. Wait until this shit, I don't know, does something else. Like, anything. So, yeah, that's all I got. Toodles.